What up? Thank you guys for joining in today. I am BK, back with another banger. Today, I am yet again going into the archives and basically redoing another video in many ways than one. This one is how to use Pad Perform mode in MPC 2.0. Again, we're currently on MPC 2.7.2. This was published July 4th of 2017, Independence Day. I don't remember if I did this one live as like a live broadcast, or I did it as a screen capture, edit down and upload. It looked as if it was a edited video. Salute to all almost 5,900 of you who viewed it since 2017. Salute to 44 likes. Appreciate all 11 of you that disliked it. So what brings me here is about an hour ago, I'm not sure when I'm gonna upload this video, but about an hour ago while recording, this person commented at what point do you actually show how to get to Pad Perform while using the software with multiple question marks. I take that as sarcasm. I don't know how else to read that, right? Maybe they didn't mean it as sarcasm, but that's how I interpreted it. It is what it is. So my comment back was, my reply is, sounds like sarcasm, but since you didn't feel the need to go along further or scroll through, I took the liberty to go just quickly scrolling with it muted. I see at the 6:55 mark, 6 minutes 55 second mark, I was showing how to use the Pad Perform mode right there, right? I scrolled down for you to show you that's what was going on. All right, so I don't know if that person was being sarcastic. It is what it is. This might be a troll, I don't know, but I was meaning to do this video over anyway, so this gives me the opportunity to do so. And a lot of people have been redoing my content on going through my playlist, going through my joints and redoing my joints, changing the name, the title and all that. It is what it is. I'm a content provider myself, so I understand sometimes you shooting from the hip and you're trying to figure out what's going on. And when you, as an owner of the MPC, there isn't that many things that you can do, right? As a content creator, there aren't many other things you can do outside of what it's actually capable and the functions that you can do on the MPC itself. But that's a whole other story, right? So let's get on over into the MPC so I can display what is Pad Perform mode. All right, so we're over here in the MPC. I took the liberty to create a quick drum program. It's not my best drum program. I just, wanted to fill up something and make it a loop so I can play the actual chord progressions. So this is Pad Performance mode within the MPC. If I open the screen, you can actually see, right? Let me go to this is a piano, right? So you can see within the screen itself on the desktop, on the computer, you can see what we're seeing in the MPC, right? You can see the pads. What you don't see and what we don't have access to is the LCD right here, the LCD window. This, we used to have access to it. If you're following me from day one on my channel, I used to have the blue screen from the MPC Renaissance. I used to have that in some of my videos. Unfortunately, we don't have that option anymore. So this is Pad Perform. What Pad Perform is, you have the progressions, you have the chords, the triads, right? And then you have notes. Within notes, you have chromatic, and then you have chords, and you have progression, right? So I use it mostly for chord progressions. That's what I'm using it for, as well as when I want to layer my bass sound. It helps me keep in key of whatever it is. So right now we're in D sharp minor, right? And keep in mind when you're touching the LCD screen, and that's the most I've touched the LCD screen. I very rarely touch the LCD screen to play pads. I'll enhance the screen to do edits and stuff like that, but that's it. But when you there's no velocity sensitivity on that. You see the velocity sensitivity? There isn't any. All right, so I'm gonna press play and I'm just gonna, just play anything. On screen here, you can see the actual, if I drop this down, you can see the actual progressions. Now, it's a difference. The reason why I use it and I love using it is that I don't need to know any real music theory. I just need to use my ears. And if I do know music theory, it even enhances my workflow even more, because I'm not, pressing out all these keys on a key bed. I'm actually using one pad to play out multiple keys, right? So, once you have that, then you can then go to another track. I have the bass line pulled up, and that key is from Mini Grand. It ships with the Air, what is it? The Mini Grand from Air. And then this bass line is the sub bass that ships with the Akai MPC. I was wrong. And as super goofy as that was, again, I'm doing the goof troop thing by holding up my phone in order to share the screen, because I just didn't feel like pulling out the tripod out of storage and setting it up and all that. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me. But y'all get the point, right? So that's pad performance mode in a nutshell. This is not my best work. Y'all could criticize all you want, but you know what I'm saying? I know the drums don't match the actual chord progression and all that, and the sound and all. I know, but this is for instructional purposes, right? So I was able to kind of somewhat stay locked to the key of the actual chords that I played by just going to notes inside of the MPC Pad Perform mode. And the first, that's the bass line of the chord progression, the bass note, and inside of inside of the bass line, the first note that I was able to play was the same bottom note. All right, so that is chord progression in a nutshell, or pad perform mode in a nutshell, for the person who was questioning that from that prior video. And I know a lot of you may have the same question, like, what is pad perform mode? How do you access it? You guys just need to, for those of you who have the MPC software and cannot access it by having a physical MPC, hit the smiley face down here to provide some feedback, and the feature suggestions should be pad perform mode in the MPC software. Because if you own like a MPK mini or an akai MPD, which is a controller with 16, I believe it's 12 to 16 pads, you can control the MPC software with it. But what you don't have access to still is pad performance mode. And there's a lot of cool things that you could do with pad performance mode, as far as you can add your own. If you played out, where is it? Say you played this progression out on your own, you can then save it as a you can convert it to progression if the screen will pop up. So you could choose the progression name and then, you know, create your own progression and have it stored. And the next time you open up your MPC, you can recall it. All right, I have a video on the channel. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but if you guys want me to revisit that, leave a comment down below and I can revisit how to create your own chord progressions inside of the MPC software. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else to pad performance mode outside of the performance, right? You may do a better performance than I just displayed, but it is what it is. There's nothing else to it. Again, you do need a physical MPC in order to access it. You can access it on screen with the MPC Live, MPCX, and the new MPC One, and the MPC Touch as well. And the other MPCs, you have to like scroll through the menu in order to get to pad performance mode. But you can access it from the MPC Studio, Studio Black, and MPC Renaissance. All right, that's pretty much it, man. Any comments or concerns, post it up in the comment section and I'll get back to you at my most earliest convenience. Again, I am BK. This was another banger with the information. I know, again, this wasn't my best work as far as musicality or musically, but I'm always coming with that fire when it comes to the information. Even back then, way back then, my information was fire. You know what I'm saying? It was so fire that everybody that follows me, that I'm talking about content creators, everyone that's content creating for YouTube, that's in this so-called sector of the MPC community, y'all all know where y'all got y'all first MPC video from. Stop fronting out here. Alright? Pay homage. Alright? Do remember that music is life. It is our DNA. Keep banging. Peace, love, and light. Till next time. Peace. I know it's not the best work, but it's work nonetheless, man. All right, love and light till next time. Peace. And again, if I missed anything, or you know, I could have been more informative to help you really understand what pad performance mode, post your comment in the comment section and I'll revisit it if need to. But there's really nothing else to it outside of pulling up pad perform mode on your MPCs and performing the chord progressions on the pad. That's all pad perform mode is. It's just having the accessibility to play out full chords by playing one pad, right? This is a small chord. This is a 2-note chord but I would have had to press down 2 keys in order to play that, right? Right? I'd have to press down. Look, there's 3 chords, 3 keys being pressed down at once. I don't know why 3 didn't record, but it is 3. But that's pretty much it, man. I already gave my closing arguments. Love and light. Till next time. Peace.